Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another SWELLEnterprise tutorial. Today I wanted to take some time to go through the telephone module and the SMS capabilities that go along with that. So as always, I'd like to start out just by letting you know that you can access this feature from the mega menu at the top. It should be available under the marketing tab. You'll see telephone. And this is where, for example, you can make a call, purchase phone numbers, or view your call history. And then, as you may know from watching past videos, just click on the plus icon if you'd like to shortlist this to your left-hand sidebar. So there are a few different things we can start out with doing first, but let me just dig into the numbers section right now. So this is going through and purchasing phone numbers. Now, one of the benefits to this is that you're able to purchase a local phone number based on just about any zip code or area code. And so, for example, let's say my agency is located in North Carolina, which we are, and I've got a sales team that's going to be calling on a lot of leads in California. So maybe I want to purchase a phone number that's local to California. So I would type in an area code, and I don't know any of the California area codes offhand, so I'll just type in, a Raleigh area code. Now, if I search, you'll see where it filters the phone numbers available based on that area code. So I can purchase any of these phone numbers that I choose. You can see an idea of the pricing at the top here. Now keep in mind, as of this video, this is still the pricing, but this is subject to change. So you can find the pricing available on the phone numbers page. Once you're done with that, you just click on purchase. That would allow you to go through to the next step, which essentially allows you to add a description to this phone number source, like main office line or whatever, and choose where you would like this phone number or any of the messages to be forwarded to. And so let me take a moment and show you what that looks like. Okay, so once you have purchased the phone number, the next step is where would you like the incoming messages, phone calls delivered to? You just type in your area code. It's good practice just to go ahead and include the country code at the beginning, such as 1 for the US, followed by the area code and then the phone number. So you'll see here, this is our main office line. This is the phone number that we have purchased here, and so whenever somebody calls this number, they're going to essentially reach our main office line, which has its own recording, welcome message, extensions, all that. And then I just add a brief description to this. We call it a lead source, but you can add a brief description just to help you kind of identify what this phone number is used for. And so let me, now of course you proceed with saving the phone number, and then if I back out and actually go to view calls, you'll see where we have a little bit of reporting already going on with this phone number. And so one of the things that we like to do, or we're starting to get into the habit of, is linking these up to some clients. So we're able to track the calls that come in from ads because we're a marketing agency. And so we'll set them up with a forwarding number, and then we'll plug in the number that we have in the actual ad so that we're able to track how many calls they received and optionally record. So here's the benefit of the phone call feature, one of the few benefits. If I click on view here next to this number, I can see everything, every incoming, outgoing message that has come into this number, along with the timestamp and recording. So here's an example of some outbound calls that we've made, along with the status, right? And then some inbound calls, outbound text messages, and then inbound text messages. But if you've got the call recording enabled, you'll see on the final tab here, and I'm still in the telephone section, where I can view and listen to these recordings. Again, if you're using this for clients, you can prove the ROI on their marketing. If you're using it internally for your company, maybe this is training material for your staff. Or maybe you just need to reference a client conversation where they said something over the phone and you want to keep a record of it. So again, you just hit the play button and that would play the recording for you. All right, so in addition to that, now we've only gone over the stuff on the telephone screen here. Before I jump into what it looks like throughout the rest of the application, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like to make a phone call from the app. And so I clicked on make a call, and I can choose any of the phone numbers that I've purchased in the past to dial out from. And then I can simply type in the number that I'd like to call directly into the call log. And so that's an example of how you can place a call directly into the application itself. And if this phone number matches any of your clients or contacts or leads, our system's automatically going to try to pull that call in as an activity. So let's take a look at what I'm actually talking about. Let me jump over to the client section. Now, once I'm in the client section, again, you've got everything kind of broken down by these different tabs here, but if I scroll over and you've got the telephone or text feature enabled, you should see this section called calls. If you click on that, it's going to automatically match any of your incoming and outgoing calls based on this client record. So based on what was available in the details tab under phone number. If it finds a match, it will automatically log those calls for you here on the calls tab. So just another really cool feature. Plus you can directly make a call from this tab just by clicking on make call. Or you can go over and then from the details tab, you can also click on the three dots to make a call from this window. And you'll see that the phone number is already populated. Or I can send a text message directly to this client using any of the phone numbers that I've pre-configured in the past. And so one last thing I'd like to show you relating to SMS and phone numbers is if you're utilizing the campaign feature in SWELLEnterprise, you have the ability to send mass text message campaigns to your clients. And so to show you an example of what that looks like, I can go through and fill out the title and description, just some things to help me kind of identify this specific campaign. I'd choose a list, so let's say it's my SMS text message list, and then under type, I'm going to choose text. Now it's going to prompt you and say choose which phone number you'd like to send the message from, so I'll click OK, and then I'll choose which phone number I'd like to send the text message campaign from. So I would start typing in whatever text message I'd like. Now if I'm pasting things like a YouTube video or a link or whatever the case is, the system will automatically try to convert that into a hyperlink in the text message itself. And then of course you've got these merge codes available here or on our knowledge base that you can pull in dynamic fields or custom fields, right? But aside from that, I can just choose to schedule this to go out at a certain date and certain time, and then everybody on my SMS list or whatever list I chose will receive a text message with whatever I define here in my message box. And so I hope this tutorial has been useful for you. I'm really excited about the telephone feature and the capabilities of that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach us at the bottom right-hand corner for the chat window. Thank you so much for watching.